I'm searching for life again. I'm searching for a new beginning. I'm searching for real again. I'm searching for love that never ends.
Let's go. Am I recording? Okay. On the road again. I'm just in a parking lot. It's safe. It's fine. Everything's fine. So I was working on a video last week, which I got half of it done. I was halfway there. I did all my filming. I wrote the story, and I began editing it, and I was just stuck. I was just in such a creative block, and I was just stuck, and I was just so like over the story, and I felt like I didn't relate to what I was trying to say, and it felt like so like scripted and not authentic. And so I scrapped the whole thing, and here we are. And I decided I'm just gonna, I don't know, talk to you guys about how I've been falling with anxiety lately, and you know what I do personally to overcome when I'm feeling that way. People like myself who are introverts tend to not, you know, speak out about their anxiety, and tend to hide it, and you know, just we look peaceful on the outside, but sometimes on the inside, you know, we're freaking out too. One of the things that I do to calm down that background noise is breathing. 1, 2, 3, 4. In 16 seconds, I have begun to reset my nervous system, and I have just been able to put myself in a better headspace. Wow, there was just like a rainbow and like crazy lightning at the same time. That's crazy. It's so beautiful. Doing, never done. A pinch in my neck, an ache in my knee. Maybe I should pause, maybe foresee the bigger muddles coming for me. Alarm sounds, time to go. What was I foreseeing? Bolting up to grab my things, ignoring the throb in my knee, I put my socks on gently, as not to disturb my right pinky toe. I believe it is broken after dropping a tumbler of hot matcha last week. Even if I did have time to go to the doctor, there's nothing you can do for a broken toe, right? I drive swiftly. Stop, go, stop, go. My anxious mind attempts to grapple with the finance podcast I borrowed from the library. I never was a numbers person. My gaze turns left. Desert mountains. even more beautiful than yesterday. Oh, that's what I was to foresee. The impending doom of spinning out of control as I drown in self-inflicted to-do lists. I take a left turn instead, to be grounded in the mountains, where my soul is fed. Alright, so I'm actually packing up a little bit early because there's a lot of lightning and you don't want to mess around with desert monsoons. Safety first, friends. Safety first. So here we go. I was gonna do a whole swim, dive deep, but you know what? I got my hair wet, so I'm happy. Alright, I just have to hike up this little mountain to the parking lot. Here we go. Wow, look at that. Not a bad view, huh? So beautiful. Alright, almost there. Oh god, time to go. Alright, we made it back to the parking lot. I'm gonna try to get some footage of this lightning. The desert lightning is so beautiful. Alright, off we go. I needed that. Oh, this is not an exit. This is? No, not an exit. We're going the wrong way. Alright, we got out of there right in time. There is a monsoon rolling in right now. And we actually haven't had a lot of rain in the desert yet this season. It's normally monsoon season by now, so I'm kind of anticipating this one being a heavy downfall, which is good. The plants need it for sure.
I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna have fun, clap my hands, turn around now and dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance, dance. I just wanna clap, clap, turn around, dance, dance.
It's very easy to have a problem with your nervous system. That problem is having an overstimulated nervous system. This is a problem because we might suffer from things like anxiety, fatigue, that mental brain fog. If we're having an over-heightened sensitivity to the stimuli around us, if we're having difficulty focusing, if we're having restlessness, or maybe some irritability, fortunately, our body holds the power in itself to be able to reverse these things. We're able to access that calm feeling through something known as the bottom-up approach. It's really information traveling up from the body to the brain about the stimuli around us. And I'll tell you right up front, my #1 top way that I've found to find that sense of calm and use that bottom-up approach is to get my butt into nature, to find a quiet spot in nature, to take my shoes off, take my socks off, and just be barefoot in the grass, in the dirt, in the water, to connect with the earth. And there's so much I've been learning about the science behind that lately. Connecting with the earth is going to bring a sense of calm into your life. It's going to activate your nervous system in a way that you're moving from your sympathetic nervous system over to your parasympathetic nervous system. And if you're someone that maybe is suffering from a weakened immune system, pain, inflammation, I really encourage you and I challenge you to do your own research, to go outside, take your socks and shoes off 10-20 minutes a day, get into nature. Grounding really is my #1 trick to resetting my nervous system. But besides that, I have 5 things that I did this past week that I want to share with you because they also help to reset your nervous system. All right, #1 is I went to the library this week. Being in an environment where you're lowering the volume is very important. And it's nice to be out in public and still be spending time around other people. Maybe you're kind of an introvert and you don't want to always be in a noisy environment, but it's nice to go to a library or a museum once in a while and be able to spend time in public, but also, kind of zen out and just turn that volume down and spend time looking into some of your interests. Oh, eating healthy fats. #2 is eating healthy fats. This week I've just been making like a lot of bowls and salads, so just trying to stay on a raw vegetable diet right now, and avocado's so great, walnuts awesome, chia seeds, omega-3s that are found in fish oil or algae oil if you are vegan or vegetarian. Did you know that 70% of our brain is made up of fat? I recently discovered this. I think that's crazy. So when we're eating those healthy fats, we're actually building brain tissue. We're building nerve tissue. Diet really is everything. #3. Get in some sunshine, man. Get those rays. Don't be afraid to put your sunglasses on and get that vitamin D. It is so, so good for our energy, lifting our mood, resetting the vibes. I'm very, very blessed that I have a community pool I'm able to go to, and I try to get there as much as possible. Sunshine goes such a long way. As someone who has grown up primarily in a colder environment and I now live in a desert, I am firsthand seeing the benefits of sunshine and how I just feel like I'm glowing, like I have more energy from the sun. All right, now #4, my friends, is doing activities that feed your soul. Knowing the importance of really making time for your own space. For me, that looks like spending time in my art studio. I'm an artist. I love to get my hands messy with paint. I love to explore new mediums. I love to express myself without words sometimes and just really put it all out there on the canvas. And so for me, taking the time to learn a new skill in my studio is really a safe place, really somewhere that I enjoy being. Lately I've been learning about mono printing more actually, and I've been really, really enjoying the process of that, learning how to layer different ideas and patterns onto the same page has been really exciting. So I'll share more about that in another video. So, no matter what you're into or what you love, just remembering that it's so important to spend time doing what you love. All right, and my 5th activity I did this week for resetting my nervous system was spending time intentionally stretching. How often are we stretching? How often are we moving and leaping about and shaking it off? Moving our bodies. Don't be afraid to move your bodies. Learn new stretches. I'm constantly learning new stretches and stretching muscles I didn't even know I had. So when we move with intention, we are shaking off that pent-up energy. We're relieving our nervous system. We're able to reset our nervous system. All right, so to review, my 5 things that I did this week to reset my nervous system were turning down the volume, #1. #2 was eating healthy fats. #3 was getting sunshine. #4 was remembering to make space for the things that I love. And #5 was stretching. And don't forget, #1, my first most important trick for resetting my nervous system is the art of grounding, the art of taking off my socks and shoes and connecting with the earth. And remember, not every day will be a good day, but there are things that we can do to help. This has been a story time with Sarah Lee, where I write and record a story for you from my own personal journal entries. I welcome you to subscribe to my channel, where I aim for you to be inspired and challenged with each new video. Please don't forget to like and share with a friend. Once I learned that I had the power to access calm through my own breath and my own daily habits, everything changed. Sweet dreams, my lovely listeners.